Last night, Kamala was out. Kamala sat down with Oprah and rambled off into oblivion for about an hour. And it was pretty painful. She also told us that she's a gun owner, which was quite shocking because she was somebody who we've heard previously is okay walking into your home and checking your gun. She said that previously when she was standing next to Gavin Newsom. But here was Kamala, and this is just one of the more interesting exchanges here. Clip for us from Kate Hyde over on X, Senior Fellowship at the Fellowship of Fellowly Fellows. Man, that is prestigious, no doubt. Says this might just be one of the most spectacular 2 minutes of Kamala that you've ever heard. And I don't know why she does this, but she talks to people like they're idiots, like they're 8 years old or something. Not that 8-year-olds are idiots, but they're 8. Here's what she sounds like. This is what America is going to elect and listen to for the next 4 years.
We love our country. I love our country. I know we all do. That's why
Don't hit your
everybody's here
microphone
right now. We love our country. We take pride in the privilege of being American. And this is a moment where we can and must come together as Americans, understanding we have so much more in common than what separates us. Let's come together with the character that we are so proud of about who we are, which is we are an optimistic people. Americans, by character, are people who have dreams, ambitions, aspirations. We believe in what is possible. We believe in what can be. And we believe in fighting for that. That's how we came into being, because the people before us understood that one of the greatest expressions for the love of our country, one of the greatest expressions of patriotism, is to fight for the ideals of who we are, to make decisions about your own body, freedom to be safe from gun violence, freedom to have access to the ballot box, freedom to be who you are and just be, to love who you love openly and with pride, freedom to just be. And that's who we are. We believe in all that. We stand knowing what we are fighting for. We're not fighting against. It's what we're fighting for.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. Everybody just loved it. Wow. Incredible. Thank you. Even Oprah's like, I better end this thing. The hell she just say? And this was like the final question. Look at this dude right here. Look at it. Look at those eyes. Yikes. He's like, I got to go home and explain this to someone. I got to tell my wife that I'm going to vote for this woman. Yikes. Rough. So I don't know what she said. She finally talked a little bit about some policy in that last 2 seconds about freedom to be, which is wild because we're not free to be at all. In fact, we all have to sacrifice everything for the state. We all have to be in favor of endless war. We all have to be taxed into oblivion to support Zelensky and all of the other conflicts that are requiring American infrastructure and whatever. We all have to be okay with open borders, okay with inflation, okay with our dollar being destroyed, okay with a crap economy, okay with everything, okay with putting stuff into our bodies, okay with lockdowns. The list goes on and on. And nobody can just be. In fact, that's what Republicans want, is to be left alone. Or not even Republicans. Let me say the Republican Party is very much in alignment with Kamala. I don't know what she said other than a bunch of platitudes for about 2 minutes. And the room just loves it, lapped it up because that's all they can do. Now, what's also interesting about this is she's apparently a big gun owner now and she wants to just shoot people. It's wild. And it's curious because I think she was pretty upset about Kyle Rittenhouse and some of these other cases. Wanted to defund the police, was okay. Actually, maybe it is in alignment, actually, because she was okay with people burning down police departments. She was okay with rioters torching small businesses so that Tim Walz's wife could smell it. Love the smell of burning hopes and dreams and businesses in the morning, drinking her coffee. Now, she says she's just going to shoot people.
I'm a gun owner. Tim Walz is a gun.
I know that.
If somebody breaks in my house, they're getting shot.
Yes, I hear that.
Probably shouldn't have said that. But my staff will deal with that later.
Okay, first of all, that wasn't an impromptu slip, right? She's now trying to appeal to gun owners. and she's doing it poorly. Okay. Gun owners don't want to shoot anybody. Gun owners don't want anybody breaking into their house. Oh, I get to shoot somebody today. Great. My life is going to be totally ruined because I'm going to be investigated for homicide and I'm going to have to take someone else's life, which is a horrific thing to do. Have to live with that for the rest of your life. You're going to have your family at risk. It's a tragedy. It's like the worst thing that you could ever possibly think about. Somebody breaking into your home, you wake up in the middle of the night, you got to do something to defend your family or yourself. It's like insane, right? Nobody wants to joke about it, but she is. And first of all, she's not shooting anybody, right? I like to see her at a range, see what she can put down range. Probably not much. Not that I'm a marksman either, but my point is, I don't think she's genuine at all. And she's just pulling this gun stuff right out of her booty to try to ingratiate herself with what she thinks are just dumb Americans clinging to their guns, Obama said, right? She's no different than that. So she's just going to shoot somebody. Yeah, okay. You got Secret Service protection. You're not shooting anybody. You're the vice president. No one's breaking into your house. Maybe they are. The Secret Service is totally incompetent. People broke into Obama's place, Pelosi's place. Trump's almost been killed twice now, maybe more. So it's not really a joking matter. It's not really a good political maneuver, I don't think. Even Oprah's, what? You have guns? The hell? Nobody even believes that. And just 1,000 days ago, according to Ryan James Jerdusky, she was talking about mandatory gun buybacks. Remember that? And we played the clip here yesterday. And she said that, no, she didn't say that she was going to take away all your guns. And he says, no, just the ones that work, right? She just wants to come take the ones that actually matter.
Having Kamala
Low volume.
You're getting shot is different than what you typically hear from Democrats, right? You think Democrats are coming for all your guns. We're coming to take all of them. And here you have a candidate saying, here's what I will do if you come into my home. And I do think that is different.
But
I don't think people believe
a couple
that.
minutes
though.
ago,
Yeah.
she said, I'm taking all your guns away 1,000 days ago, 1,200 days ago.
No,
she
never,
she did.
she never said she was taking all your
mandatory,
guns away.
mandatory gun
Buybacks,
buyback.
yeah.
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
She said that 1,200 days ago, and now she's this proud gun owner.
To be honest, I am a gun owner. And I'm
Just the ones that work, right? She definitely wants to take your guns. And what's so interesting about this is how this whole dynamic has changed. So Oprah is playing patty cake with Kamala as everyone's IQ points are being siphoning out of the room. You can see Oprah some time ago was a big fan of Trump, wrote this from Oprah, January 11th, 2000, says, Donald, I received the book excerpt. I have to tell you, your comments made me a little weepy. It's one thing to say and live a life of integrity, still another to have people like yourself in office. Thank you. Too bad we're not running for office. What a team. Thank you. Made me a little weepy. It's one thing to say and to live a life of integrity, still another to have people like yourself notice. Thank you, Oprah. Too bad we're not running for office. What a team. She loved Trump. Now she hates him because he's on the wrong team. Now, Kamala's husband, who I think we said had an affair with his nanny, maybe made her have an abortion or something like that, which is probably why they're so interested in abortion. But anyways, he was here saying, don't blame Kamala for Joe Biden's problems, okay? She's just the vice president. She has no real power. She's not responsible for anything.
For those who may criticize this, if she hasn't done that in her 3.5 years in office as vice president, do you think that's unfair?
Yeah, she's the vice president, not the president. The vice president is there as part of the administration, not leading the administration. As president, she's going to be able to put forth her policies and plans and effectuate those.
Why couldn't she do that now with Joe Biden? Joe Biden thinks they're dumb plans or something? Are they bad plans? Does he disagree with the plans? What plans would be dramatically different than Joe Biden's? Has she come out and articulated any of those? Not really. Now, there's more fallout from the Teamsters. AOC came out and is very upset with the Teamsters for not endorsing Kamala. And so CNN brought this guy out who represents the Teamsters, and they asked him about it. And he said he might want to take a look at her own district, okay? They like Trump there a lot.
She should maybe get into her district where it voted for Republican and maybe find out what the problem is. When I have a problem in a work site, and there is criticism, I get right in there and find out what
do you
that
mean
bubble
voted
is.
for Republican?
In our
She's a
polling,
Democrat. I mean, among Teamsters.
New York, her district, voted overwhelmingly Republican to support former President Trump. So she may want to focus on her job instead of mine.
Oh,
She should maybe get in.
AOC just got told big time by the Teamsters. And that was a good one. You know who else got told? This woman. I don't know if you've seen this clip, but this was a fun one. Now, he drops an S-bomb in here, okay? The S word. So just earmuff it up if you need to do that. But it's worth it, all right? We try to avoid it, but it's well worth it. This is a CNN reporter who's out there asking this guy about what he's concerned about this election cycle, talking about the cost of living, saying, what's going on here? Why are you supporting Trump at this MAGA boat parade? Why are you so bigoted? And here is what this exchange looks like. And this is what this woman, look at this woman. So she's going to ask him a question. Aren't you rich enough? Don't you have enough money? Why do you care about other people or paying more when you already have a boat? Look how rich you are.
What's your most important issue?
The economy, getting interest rates down, getting it to where we can afford to live in America.
Yeah.
Right now, it's too expensive.
Okay, now let me maybe ask like a slightly impolite question. But if you can afford a boat, you're not hurting so bad, right? Because a boat costs a lot of money and it's a lot of upkeep.
Listen, nobody gave me shit. I earned everything that I've got. I'm retired military, retired power plant, and I am successful and retired and with boats, jet skis, because I did it right. And everybody has that chance. Whether they choose or not, that's up to them.
I would never try to take anything away from you in that way.
Yes,
but
you
what
are.
I'm asking is,
yes, you are, actually. You're saying you've made enough. You have too much. And so the additional things that you have, you can pay a little bit more to the government, right? Inflation is caused by our government spending way too much and letting in a bunch of illegal aliens. So we have all these different problems, and they're just saying basically, eat it. Just eat it. We need to because of Zelensky. So stop your complaining. And you've made enough. And so if food doubles or everything else doubles or all of your costs of living increase, that's your own problem. You've made enough. And stop caring about everybody else. Stop caring about the people maybe you employ or the other people that you know that maybe haven't made as much money, right? It's forget about caring for your fellow man or whatever. So just shut up, stop protesting about this, and just sail around the country on your yacht.
groceries are probably a smaller part of your budget than, say, someone who's like a little worse off. I think it's interesting that people who are a little bit more comfortable are still so concerned about the economy. Do you see what I'm saying?
Because I want my money to go further. I want inflation to go down. I want interest rates to go back down. I want all that, but that covers everybody in the economy.
And he's earned it. Every dollar that's in your pocket, you've earned it. You've earned the value that dollar represents. When you wake up the next day and it's only worth 99 cents instead of 100, and now then it's worth 98 cents and then 97 cents, that's the government stealing from you. You've already earned it. It's your money. You've traded your life, your resources, your skill set, your time that you'll never get back for that. And then they just take it away from you. And she's just shut up. You have a boat, though.
Not just me, not just the poor, not just the rich. It covers everybody.
Now, something I've heard from some people, tell me if this applies to you, is like they're worried their kids aren't able to afford a house or a car.
No, I trained my kids and taught my kids properly. They have great educations and they're both successful in their careers. Actually, they're doing better than me.
This dude is amazing. All right. So shout out to that dude. Actually, we're not worried about it at all. Okay. My kids aren't idiots. All right. We tried to educate them. And so they're doing great. Doing even better than I am. So what's your point? Get out of here. Okay. Go vote for Trump. Now, but he's absolutely right. This affects everybody. And the people at the top are also concerned about it because they are in the same status. They've earned their income. And now the government is trying to steal it from them. And she's just saying, shut up. Stop complaining about it. All right. It's not that big of a deal. Complain about something else. We have to save Ukraine. And don't you want to save Ukraine? All right. So we have that.